Welcome to this exploration of one of the most consequential documents of the 21st century. On October 31st, 2008, an anonymous author using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto published Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, to a cryptography mailing list. This 9-page paper proposed a radical solution to a problem that had defeated computer scientists for decades: how to create digital money that couldn't be counterfeited or spent twice, without relying on any central authority. The result was Bitcoin, and the blockchain technology that would spawn an entire industry. Let's understand how it works. Every digital payment you make today goes through intermediaries: banks, credit card companies, payment processors. These trusted third parties verify that you have the funds and prevent you from spending the same money twice. But this trust comes at a cost: transaction fees, reversibility, privacy, and exclusion. What if you could send money directly to anyone, anywhere, without needing permission from any institution? The fundamental challenge of digital cash is the double spending problem. Physical cash can only be in one place at once, but digital information can be copied perfectly. What stops someone from sending the same digital dollar to two different people? Previous attempts at digital cash relied on central servers to track who owned what, recreating the trusted third-party problem. Nakamoto's insight was to replace trust with cryptographic proof and collective verification. Nakamoto proposed a public ledger, a record of every transaction ever made, maintained not by a single authority, but by a network of computers around the world. Transactions are broadcast to the network, nodes collect transactions into blocks, and each block is cryptographically linked to the previous block. The chain of blocks forms an immutable history. This is the blockchain, a distributed, append-only database that anyone can read but no one can alter. In Bitcoin, a coin is defined as a chain of digital signatures. When Alice sends Bitcoin to Bob, Alice signs the transaction with her private key, proving she owns the coins. Anyone can verify the signature using Alice's public key. The transaction references previous transactions that gave Alice those coins. Bob can trace the chain of ownership all the way back to when the coins were created. The entire history is transparent and verifiable. How do you know the order of transactions? This matters because if Alice tries to send the same coins to both Bob and Carol, only the first transaction should be valid. Nakamoto's solution: a distributed timestamp server. Transactions are collected into blocks, and each block includes a timestamp and a reference to the previous block. This creates a chronological chain where the order of events is clear and tamper-evident. If anyone tries to alter a past transaction, they would change that block's hash, which would break the link to the next block, revealing the tampering immediately. But who gets to add blocks to the chain? What prevents someone from creating fraudulent blocks? This is where proof of work comes in, Nakamoto's most elegant innovation. To add a block, a node must solve a computational puzzle. Find a number that, when combined with the block's data, produces a hash with a specific pattern. This requires enormous computational effort, essentially trial and error across trillions of possibilities. But verifying a solution is instant. The difficulty adjusts automatically to maintain an average of one block every 10 minutes, regardless of how much computing power joins the network. The Bitcoin network operates by simple rules. New transactions are broadcast to all nodes, nodes collect transactions into candidate blocks, and nodes compete to solve the proof of work puzzle. When a node solves it, it broadcasts the block. Other nodes accept the block if all transactions are valid, and nodes express acceptance by building on top of that block. The consensus rule: the valid blockchain is the longest chain, the one with the most computational work invested in it. If there's ever a disagreement, the network automatically converges on the chain that required the most effort to produce. Why would anyone expend electricity solving puzzles? Mining rewards. The first transaction in each block creates new bitcoins from nothing, awarded to whoever solved the puzzle. This is how new bitcoins enter circulation. Users can also include transaction fees to incentivize faster processing. These incentives align self-interest with network security. Attacking the network would require more computing power than mining honestly, and honest mining is profitable. Nakamoto wrote that this encourages nodes to support the network because they will find it more profitable to play by the rules. How secure is this system? An attacker wanting to alter a past transaction would need to redo the proof of work for that block and every subsequent block. They would then need to catch up to and surpass the honest chain. As long as honest nodes control more than 50% of computing power, the probability of a successful attack drops exponentially with each new block. After 6 confirmations, altering a transaction becomes computationally impractical. You'd need more computing power than the rest of the world combined. Every transaction is public, yet Bitcoin provides privacy through pseudonymity. Your wallet address is derived from your public key through one-way cryptographic functions. While anyone can see that address A sent coins to address B, they don't know who controls those addresses. Nakamoto recommended using new addresses for each transaction, making it harder to link transactions to a single identity. On January 3, 2009, Nakamoto mined the first Bitcoin block, the Genesis block. Embedded in this block was a message. The Times Arrow 3 Jan 2009 Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. This headline served 2 purposes: proving the block wasn't created earlier, and making a statement about the financial system Bitcoin was designed to circumvent. The Genesis block awarded 50 Bitcoins, the first ever created. The Bitcoin white paper's impact extends far beyond cryptocurrency. Blockchain technology, decentralized finance, thousands of cryptocurrencies, institutional adoption, and regulatory transformation. Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, solved a problem computer scientists had struggled with for decades, creating digital scarcity without central control. Nakamoto combined existing cryptographic techniques, digital signatures, hash functions, proof of work, in a novel way that aligned incentives so that self-interested participants would collectively maintain an honest system. The result was more than a new currency. It was a new way of achieving consensus among strangers, a new model for building trust without trusted parties. Satoshi Nakamoto disappeared from public view in 2010, leaving behind only the code and this paper. Their true identity remains unknown, but the 9 pages they published on Halloween 2008 sparked a revolution in how we think about money, trust, and decentralized systems. Whether you view Bitcoin as the future of finance or a speculative bubble, the ideas in this white paper have permanently changed the technological landscape.